So here right now we're at Pho this way right here. Very nice menu as you can see. It's here on Story Road in Vietnam Town. And yeah, they got the finger foods, they got the egg rolls, they got all that good stuff. They got the shrimp, chicken wings. Of course they have the pho down here. They got pretty much every pho you can think of. This is amazing. And on the back, oh actually you could actually open this one up, I believe. So this is a really cool menu. Like it's so sturdy. Like this is like the quality material, and you can see on this side here, got like the boom ball way and the drinks on this side. We got the beers and the wine by the glass, and more of the bigger dishes on the back. In the very back here, you have the wines and the sake, and the wines down here, the reds. So I'm feeling pho, so we're going to go ahead and get that too. All right. So usually when it's my first time going to a pho restaurant, we get the pho special, the pho đặc biệt. That's my #1 recommendation to everybody. It has every type of meats in there you can imagine. So start with that, and then for the drinks, right now, that's what I got to figure out. Might get Vietnamese coffee, because I'm a big Vietnamese coffee guy. But yeah, they have all the type of smoothies on this side, and they got like the Vietnamese coffee on this other side here. And they have like lemonade and other sodas. Whoever designed it, it is a fantastic menu. Like, it's like, imagine the graduation diplomas, like that quality of material, which is really like, that's like top quality. Oh, they got like the rice dishes too. This is amazing. Yeah, I think, yeah, we'll just do a coffee and then we'll get the pho special. So let's go ahead and lock in for that, and then next time we come back, we'll go ahead and get something else. Here they might actually use hammer-like object to create those kind of windows. Hit, crack, crack. Oh, very nice. But you can see the height of this is like, it goes all the way to the top. That's a neat design. Hello, can I get one pho đặc biệt?
Okay.
And then can I also get the café soda iced?
Café soda iced, okay.
Yeah. That's all. Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
So in case you're wondering, the way this window is actually made, it's actually in like triple layers. So you got the inside layer, which is like the cracked part, and then the outer layers, which are like the normal feeling window textures. It's really neat. If you look at that, like, yeah, nice curtains too. And then really nice background music. The volume of the music is like perfectly just right. Where it's like you can have conversation with people and have a good time. And yeah, you can see the interior is really like, it's pretty cozy. You can see behind me it's a big wooden table here. So you can seat up to like 6 or 8 people. The chairs are wonderful too, like very cushiony. And you got the sriracha sauce here, and of course the traditional hoisin sauce right here. And it's very spacious. Inside here, it's like, everyone has their space. It's perfect. Fresh. So this is like the herbal smell one. So the way these work is that you would, rip each individual out and then throw it into the broth. And this gives it like that herbal scent when you taste it. So you can see these are looking really good, really fresh. Awesome, thank you very much. Holy moly, this is nice. Here it is. How does it feel to be a content creator for 11 years? It's the only man should get a knife. It's chilling, honestly. It's been chilling, Meister. It's kind of like, because I was busy with high school and all that when I first started. And then college got really busy because I was just straight up like busy with classes. But now that we're done with school, and now now it's just like work and like church and all that, we have slightly more time to do this. So it's kind of like, I can't be doing this like as a full-time thing. But life is chill, It's like whenever I can get the time to do this, we'll do it. But it's all fun. It's all fun. And getting to try out new spots and really like, meet new people and interact and see new environments like this. This is very exciting. But yeah, Meister, I hope that, welcome. And I hope that you enjoy the food. So before we do anything, I gotta take the picture. And happy Monday, Meister. So they gave us the, of course, the tray with the greens and the lemon that we put into the broth. Got the goodies right here. And of course the bean sprouts right here. Now the main course, as you can see, so this is what we have. It looks like, I'm trying to see what kind of size noodles we have here. This is the, oh, we got the fat noodles, yes. Got the fat noodles here, we got the meat, so this is the fadagbiet, the special. So you got the meatball right here. And y'all know what this is already. And we got this one over here. Oh, I love eating these parts. This one looks fantastic indeed. And yeah, okay, so we got that already, and we got the beef flanks or something. And of course the fat noodles, and the greens and the onions. What else is there? Yeah, that's pretty much it. And this is the size of my hand for scaling. But this is nice. Like this big piece right here. This is a good big piece. Holy moly. I'm gonna save this for the end. Of course the greens right there, and they got the goodies right there. And we get the spoon on this side, and then we're gonna go ahead and eat. For me, I like putting in a lot of hoisin sauce. But overall, the noodles taste great. The meatball tastes great as well. Life's been chill. Monday has been very productive for me today. Got a lot done. And then, yeah, after that, we out here for the rest of the night. Typically, like, the weekdays is really tough for me, so I'm usually like streaming from home or like doing exercise and stuff. But today we got a lot of time this evening to do things. Oh, this is great. So again, this place is called Pho This Way, and that was really good. So next time I know, I'm gonna go here. There's a good combination of the food and just all the meats together along with the broth. And of course, when you put in these, it makes it into a really special taste. So here's a Vietnamese coffee right here, the Café Sedan. I usually always get it whenever I go to like the pho restaurants. But we'll save this probably for the ride back, or maybe going around, walking and sipping on this. But I've always been a fan of these. I always get it all the time. Dude, I completely forgot to put in this. The greens. I think in the future, it's like going back to the TwitchCon thing. In the future, I'll be down to go, Because when I saw the people streaming in Vegas, there's a lot of like vendors and merchants of like, I think they had like tech stuff. They had like clothing, accessories and all that. So they had a good mix of everything. Where I feel like if I do go, in addition to some of the panels that I sit in on and listen to, it's like you can look at a lot of cool stuff in there. And for a 3-day event, I'll be down. Because if I'm going to travel out there, like say San Diego, you might as well like just stay the whole weekend there. Or get the weekend pass instead of the day pass, because the price differential is actually very minimal. It's so little where you might as well pay like I think the extra $20 just to get the whole weekend pass versus like a 1-day pass. So Travis, good to see you. Hey Travis, I don't know if at your church you guys did like a trunk or treat thing for Halloween for the kids, because this past weekend we did the trunk or treat thing for the kids, and we passed out a lot of candy. The kids enjoyed it. We played games like, actually we had like a jump house for the kids. We had jump house for the kids. We had like darts. We had like drawing stuff. We had drawing messages. We had some puzzles. It was a very interesting thing. Like everyone did a really great job decorating their trunks and stuff. We did ours based on like the saints and stuff. Basically, every person who was using their car, they had to make a poster of whatever saint they were assigned. So everyone got really creative with it. It was absolutely fantastic. I should be a mod. Dave, you should. No, we didn't. We had an All Saints Day type of thing where people. Oh, very nice. Dave, you got to come down here. We're missing you. It's actually one of my favorite parts of this, right here. It's good. But overall, really good weather. Like when I walked out, the weather's just right where I wasn't like sweating from my jacket. But I think when we walk out now, I can see the wind's picking up right now. So good thing we have this. So we can just walk around for a bit. And of course, we have the coffee drink in front of us here. But what about you guys? Does anybody here have any plans for Halloween? Tomorrow night? I know everyone, like a lot of my friends, like this past weekend, they went to like the clubs and stuff, or like any festivities from like Saturday, Sunday night for like those Halloween costume parties or like Halloween, get-togethers and stuff. So I think last weekend was the time to do it. Halloween night, since that's tomorrow night, it makes it pretty hard because everyone has work. But I guess, but I don't mind ever having like a party, Halloween party on Halloween night. And part of me doesn't want to because I'm usually focused on trying to pass out candy to the kids who do come up to our house. The plans after the meal part, walk it off, do a couple laps around. Depending if the sun's still up by then, I think we got a good we got like 45 minutes before the sun goes down really quickly. We'll walk around, maybe we might hit up another plaza, maybe hit up the Safeway again for like some soda shopping or something like that. Yeah, today's a really mellow day. Or a very relaxing day where we get to kind of like walk around. Usually I'm always pressed for time on evenings. I always have to do some type of documentation. But today's one of those very rare times where like we have nothing to do today, or like we got done everything we needed to, and then we can just do whatever we want for the rest of the night. And the rest of this week is going to be busy, as you know, Travis, because we have All Saints Day and All Souls Day, so we got to go to church and all that. So busy week, but it's going to be a good week. This is really good. Good meatball right here. Everything school, church, work stuff. You know, I think you're absolutely right. Especially now, because, you know, it's the holiday season, mainly at the tail end of the year. But also, like, for school, too, because you have your projects to do. You have your research reports or, you know, group projects due at the end of the semester. You have your midterms coming up around, like, October. Or maybe I think midterms for a lot of people are probably around now or they're already passed. But around now, it's always like you're doing something for school. I think another day we'll hit up the new coffee spot, like down there, down the plaza, on a different day, because I think right now they're... Oh yeah, it's closed today. I don't know what days they're open, but I could look it up later. The cool thing I love about this plaza is, like, every now and then, like, a new restaurant pops up around the corner. So, like, there's always a new restaurant throughout time, and they're all good. Travis, I do hope everything continues to go well for you. Everything, school, church, work, and all that, social. It's a lot to do. I need to get like a to-go, like in the future when I go here, like get some to-go orders for the fam at home. Yeah, it's a super chill day, like super relaxing in the restaurant. Very nice lighting, very like the warm lights. Now we gotta eat the meat inside on the bone. So I'm probably gonna. I think the way to do this is like I would just bite into it. See, this is it right here. This is good. So I'm gonna have a good bite of this. Right here. A good look at that. That's a good chunk of meat right here. Like, this is the big bone, and you turn 360, that's a lot of meat. That is amazing. So Travis, this one's for you. The beef, so they give us this, and they also give us like the beef links, like different multiple strips of those. So it's and you got meatballs, so that's 3, and you got like the I forgot, like, it's like the knuckles, the beef knuckles or something, like the squishy thing. I think that's it. So that's 1, 2, 3 meats. I'm a beef type of guy, so this is really good. Husky, you have to go here. This is really good. Like I would take my family here, hands down. This is really good. Yeah, especially when it's cool weather. It's always about the soupy foods. My friends are like that too. Especially wintertime. Every time I'm like, hey, you want to eat? They're like, oh, I'm feeling soup. I'm feeling something hot. Like tofu soup or something like that. Or anything like this, right? And I think it's you gotta stay warm somehow, you know. This is, oh man, I'm a bit full because I ate earlier for lunch. But this is really good. Again, this place is called Pho This Way. Literally just type Pho This Way. Vietnam town, San Jose area. Highly recommended. Really good food. Really nice staff as well. They're super nice. Like a beautiful interior here. See, looking around here. There. Nice ceiling. Like this is my type of environment, like the music, it's like the instrumental, like piano music, where you get to like relax and like just chill, you know. Tell me about yourself. Yeah, Matumbu. So we're from the Bay Area. Nice to meet you. And we like doing, you know, like IRL streaming out there whenever we're available. We also stream, you know, back home, you know, playing the different games and stuff. Do esports shellcasting on the side on the weekends for a game called Squad, and hopefully maybe League of Legends in the future. Yeah, you know, we're just finished school, just working, helping out church, and yeah, I love tech, love cameras, and just enjoying life, and just really trying to highlight what we have here in the Bay Area, you know, which is a big motivation why I started like streaming IRL earlier in 2023, which is again to highlight the great things that we do have in the Bay Area. Because I know it's like if you look on like Twitch or like any like live streaming stuff, people, you know, they stream from like the bigger cities like Los Angeles, East Coast, you know, San Francisco or something like that, but not much from like the Bay Area, you know. So my hope is that, you know, I get to show all the good stuff that we have here, whether special events or like restaurants and food. You know, this is a really great spot, and I think that, you know, we really want to like, we should show more of it to the world, you know, especially to those who are not from the area, those who are from different countries, to kind of like introduce the different cultural foods, events that we have here. And I think it's a great learning experience, and also a very enjoyable experience that, you know, we can all learn from each other as well. Likewise for me, I look at, you know, like streams from like Japan and stuff, and that was a big motivation for why I wanted to do all this, in the, you know, starting now. PC Impressive, good to see you. Welcome back. Like the work you're doing. Thank you. I appreciate it, Matumi. Happy Monday. It's Halloween tomorrow, so hopefully y'all ready for whatever your plans are, whether it's passing out candy, party, you know, family time, or some people are working that day, so it is what it is, but hopefully everyone's having a good time out there in life. How do you deal with burnout? Burnout in terms of like, how do you say it? Like burnout from work, burnout from school, or like just burnout in general as a general feeling? Because I think depending what type of burnout it is, you know, like there are different ways to kind of like deal with it. Yeah, PC Impressive, we're back at this again. So since that you're here, this Vietnamese coffee is for you, PC. So take a sip. This is the size of my hand. this is a fantastic size for this. In general? Yeah, so I think in general, one of the things I read was, if you're burnt out, whether, from like repetitive work or you're just like grinding out so much activity at one time, such as like a lot of studying, right? Or you're spending a lot of hours at work doing stuff for a certain task. It happens to everybody. So what I was told, which I think has a lot of truth to it, is you got to do like an activity on the side that re-energizes you. So, for example, like I'm like a big like camera guy, so I like like taking photography or going like videography stuff, out there. Like I have a friend who loves photo and video like me too. So we hit each other up. We plan like a photo shoot day, whatever. We spend like 6 hours going to a destination and eating food and drinks and stuff throughout the day, and then from just one day of that, like I get completely like I don't know, re-energized, rejuvenated. Like I'm back to like near 100%. Like let's say at that point, before I did that, I was like at like 30% like energy in terms of like I'm already burnt out, severely, like 70% burnt out. But after doing that, I'm back to like 90% like good, and that missing 10% is usually because like I'm missing sleep or something like that. But usually you got to do something on the side that gives you energy, and because the acknowledgement was like, let's say from work or like whatever we're doing as our typical stuff, like, we're just getting by, it's not something like we're die hard, like passionate about, right? Well, for some people it is, but for a lot of people it is not. So in that case, to compensate for that, they do like their hobbies on the side to give them the energy for them to keep going. Oh, wow. Thanks so much for the raid. Holy moly, poultry motion. How are y'all doing? Thanks so much. So, yeah, poultry motion. So first of all, thank you so much for the raid and welcome everybody for coming in. So Travis, I hope that helped answer the question. We're answering the question about how you deal with burnout. So, basically doing something on the side, a hobby, do it as frequent as you need to, depending on your time availability to keep you going in life, to have the energy to keep going. So, yeah, Poetry, I hope you're doing well. We're here at a Vietnamese restaurant called Pho This Way in San Jose. Highly recommended. This is a Viet coffee. Y'all can all have a sip of this too. I'm a big coffee guy. We had Vietnamese food here, pho. Right here. We're gonna post a VOD after the fact. But yeah, hopefully, if you guys are interested in checking out the video later, the video will be up. I'll save the VOD. We'll publish it on Twitch as well, and then we'll put it onto the YouTube channel. Well, yeah, Poetry, were you streaming earlier? How was the stream earlier today, Poetry? Vietnamese coffee is the best. Yeah, it's very strong. Like I remember, I took my non-Viet friend, to this plaza, and then he's like, "Okay, like what kind of food should we get?" I was like, "Ooh, leave it to me." So we got this. We got this. We got the pho. And we got this. He's like, "Isn't this just like normal coffee?" I'm like, "Ooh." Take a sip of this, and he sipped it. It changed his life for the better. It's very good. Nadi, welcome back. So yeah, right now in the Bay Area, it's like 6:15 right now. The timestamp's on the top right, which I love to have on the, when I look back on these streams, the timestamp on the top right of the screen or wherever it's at, depending on when I made this, it's nice to look back on because it's like, on January 30th, I was here. June 4th, we were here. Song and dance, the tried and tested way to deal with burnout, self-medicating with lots of food and alcohol. That's the dangerous thing. I know a lot of people, they turn to alcohol to deal with like burnout, but that's like a short-term solution for it. I think long-term is like you got to have a good habit of something. I think the hobbies that you have, it's more long-term because that's like something you really enjoy doing for like a long time, for many years, right? I think people's hobbies can change, but I think that's more sustainable than, of course, alcohol, right? Having it less with the condensed milk lately? Got it. For me, I've been having a lot of the Keurig cups from like Starbucks. If y'all know Costco, like they currently have the Starbucks Holiday Blend Coffee Keurig cups. Whenever those come out during this holiday season, you got to stack up on those because that's probably the best tasting Starbucks Keurig cups that they sell. but nothing beats the traditional coffee. Like the whole, you have that little filter thing, the thing. You can't beat that. Like, hands down, that's the best one. But if you're in a rush like me, you always get the Keurig cups. Socrates is one of your favorite philosophers? Very nice. I read a bit about Socrates and, like, Aristotle and stuff. It's very interesting. The whole the book was called The Story of Philosophy. And it went through, just like a summary level of what all the philosophers believed in. It was very interesting. If I remember, I forgot who was calling for this. It might have been Plato or Aristotle, but one of them said, like, back in the day, they said people should grow up in community where they will, be taken away from their homes and all live in a barracks together with everybody else in, like, community. So everybody would be raised and, like, they would be educated in the same equal way. And then by a merit system, you would advance through, like, society, where, like, you would take an exam and then a harder exam and then an even harder one from there to, like, get higher positions in society. And then, like, the philosophical justification was saying this is how you place people into different sectors and, like, how a society is able to be run. I forgot which one called for that. Because he never wrote anything himself? Yeah. Yeah, song and dance. Whatever we do, if it works, right? If it works, it works. But, we got to make sure that the coping mechanism is done in a healthy way so that we can keep doing things in life, right? Oh, yeah, Travis, I hope that helps. The lighting is actually really good. It's getting really dark, but, like, this camera, it's kind of like, it's a small camera, so, like, the light is kind of like, it makes it harder for a small camera to take in a lot of light, whereas if you have a bigger camera with, like, a big lens, and it can absorb more light, like, as a general thing. Oh, let me check what time this place closes, because I don't want to stay here too long. 9 o'clock. Okay, we got a bit of time. I want to take a couple more sips of this coffee before we head out. But yeah, to everybody here, again, welcome. Let me know where you're all from. If you're from, like, California, or if you're from a different state or a different country. It's really great to, like, meet everybody, It's very exciting. And I hope that whoever's here right now, that you find the stream very relaxing, very happy, very positive, and good times. This is really good. So with this, the Vietnamese coffee, they pack it with ice, but the approach is that you're supposed to kind of make sure the ice kind of, like, melts into it to kind of, like, dilute the coffee a bit more before you drink it. Like, when they give it to you straight off the bat, like, let it sit for a bit, and that's when you take it in, and then your life will be changed forever. It's only 6:20. I feel like we were here for, like, a couple hours in this whole plaza, but, like, we just got here. Go to see you hang with Dave's at the Google campus the other day? Yeah, it was great hanging out with Dave's. I don't know if Dave's is still here, but if he is, yeah, it was very great hanging out with him. Like, again, to everybody here, so D8VEZ is an IRL streamer from San Francisco. He was one of the first people I met from IRL streaming. We met each other at an anime convention back in May. It was very exciting, it's like getting to see other people do the same, like doing, what you're doing too. Because it's very rare around here. You rarely see people going around with, like, all this equipment out there. If you do see them in real life, there's, like, an instant click when you two both encounter each other, like, using the same type of, like, live streaming equipment, whereas, like, you just have that connection. It's, if you know what I mean. But yeah, like, I haven't seen him in a while. I think the last time we saw each other was, like, so it was May or June. It was, like, up until, like, July, like, the last time we saw each other. And then, a couple months later, now, we got to meet each other again at Google. It was very nice because I woke up that day. I woke up late morning, and then I popped into the stream and I saw the building, the Google office building, and I will never forget that architectural design of the building. So I was like, wait a second, and I see like the titles like Google and stuff. I was like, oh wow, he's up there like at Mountain View, which is where Google's located. So I was like, I'm nearby. I was like, we gotta hang out with Dave's, And I never even knew they had like a visitor experience at the Google. So if you guys are interested in Mountain View, there's a Google experience, like they call it, or the visitor experience, where it's free. You find parking somewhere, and then you walk into like their little gift shop, and they have like a big, almost like a big food lounge where you can like it's for touristy stuff. Somewhat small, but it's very big because after you finish that, you get to walk around the campus and just stay there for as long as you want to. I didn't even know they had that, because usually my impression of like tech companies and stuff is like they're very like, unless you work there, you're not getting into their building. But of course, the building, their office building is big, but a little section of it was reserved for like the visitor spots. So, but the rest of it's like you have to be an employee to actually get into the rest of the bigger buildings. So I'll say like on a scaling size, like 5% of the building is the visitor spot, and then like the 95% is the big office building. Oh, Dave's too? Heck yeah. Yeah, Dave is nice, and he's very knowledgeable. It's like, if you're starting off as like doing IRL streaming, if you need help with any like wiring issues and stuff, like for example, right? Like you could ask Dave, and he's tried and tested all the methods. So if I'm wondering like, oh, should I get like a 6-foot cable, or what type of cable should I, or how should I route the cable around my backpack to not tangle myself and all that, like he would be able to like, he's like the guru. He knows that he's done it. He's tried all of it. Trial and error everything already, so he can tell you do this, like do X, Y, and Z instead of ZYX or something. And that's a really cool thing. It's like people around here are very nice. Another good, really nice streamer group, Pretty Good Gaming, PGG. Very nice people as well. Super nice people, and everyone's really like willing to help you out. Like PGG was able to help me out with the internet stuff, because I actually switched over from using the LiveView SIM cards to the to a regular internet provider, because I had to cut down on costs and I wasn't streaming as much as I would like to. So I had to, to justify the cost, I had to switch from a dual modem setup to a single modem setup, which is what we're using right now. And so far, it's actually working really well. Is the visitor experience in the Google open every day or a weekend? Good question. Let me see. Let me search it up right now. Because I wonder, because actually, after going and hanging out with Dave's, I actually want to go there again to like take my friends there too. Google visitor experience. So looking on Google Maps, the hours are the following. It's every day from 9 to 6. Yeah, every day from 9 to 6. Sunday, however, is 10 to 5. But it's open during work hours. Yeah. You can see that this is the Google visitor experience right here. Like that's their big office building, and like the touristy little architectural thing there. But yeah, definitely go here sometimes. The food is actually really good for a touristy spot, because usually the touristy food, like from other places I've been to, non-Google, like other places, it's like okay food, but like their food is actually pretty good. And you get free lemonade. They have like they put their lemonade like dispenser outside. They always reload it, and it's free. If you get like one of their, what do you call it, like those cardboard cups of theirs, it's free lemonade and it's good lemonade. It was D8VEZ. Yeah, my bad. Dave's with the Nate. Yep. I'm hoping, since everyone here just came in, I was talking about TwitchCon earlier. I want to go next year. or it's definitely in the radar. I want to go to check out like a lot of the vendors, because I saw like they had a variety of vendors. It isn't like a one type of thing for vendors. It's like you got tech, technology. You have, apparel, accessories. Like they got everything. It's like even if you're only a tech person, you could hit up the tech vendors. But if you're open for everything, you can check. There's so much to see, and of course, there's always the what do you call it? The talks, the panels and stuff. And you could also meet other streamers that you meet too. It's really neat. I would go just to check out stuff and just to keep an open mind and just like go check out. I love seeing new things. So, but I think if it's going to happen in San Diego, I'll go again. But if it's somewhere too far, then probably not. But if it's somewhere on the West Coast, I don't mind taking the plane ticket or like the travel down. If it's usually, I think it's in San Diego. The pho restaurant is right here. It's called Pho This Way.